Well, Barcelona have been the runaway leaders in the first half of the season. After tonight, it turns into the second part. This could be one of their toughest tests. Málaga at home. They have blown a little hot and cold recently. They were hot in midweek in the Copa del Rey to set themselves up against Barcelona this week. They lost against Deportivo on their travels in LaLiga in the last round of games. But the Málaga fans will have in their mind the last home game here. Just before Christmas, Real Madrid came to town, and Málaga beat them by 3-2. Now, if they could beat Barcelona and Real Madrid in the same season, it'd be the first time since back in the mid-70s, 76, 77. I have to say, Jerry, it's a motivated and experienced team that Pellegrini has put out tonight.
It certainly is. I was disappointed with them last week away to Deportivo, and I don't want to take anything away from Deportivo's performance. They played brilliant, but Málaga were very poor. Maybe it was just after Christmas, and they'd had too good a Christmas, New Year, but they need to bounce back very quickly, otherwise they'll lose their momentum. They were in 4th place last week, and now they're chasing Real Betis for a place in the Champions League.
Well, there has been an inferiority complex over the years. Barcelona haven't lost in 8 games, home and away, against Málaga. But there's a famous turning point back in 2003, when Juan Ramos was the coach of Málaga, and they actually beat Barcelona by 5-1. Turned Barcelona's season around. They were some way behind Real Madrid that year. Of course, this season they're a footballing mile ahead of Real. Real on 37 points, Barcelona on 52 at kickoff. They have an 8-point lead of La Liga over Atletico, who have just won earlier this evening. PK, they're playing with gloves on. It's 57 degrees on the Costa del Sol this evening. Joaquin floats into gear. Now Isco. Wide he goes to Monreal. It's an up-and-atom approach from Málaga. They've had an amazing first ever season in the Champions League, the first team in Europe to qualify for the next stage of the elite competition. Barcelona back, Joaquin at the heart of things again. But Pellegrini obviously feels that the best way to play against Barcelona is to deprive them of the ball.
They're having a great start. Good opening 2 minutes for the home side, putting pressure on Barcelona. I agree with them. I think if you're going to play them, you have to play them at their own game. But they've got so many world-class players in this side. Technically, they're so good. But that's the only way I think Málaga can play. You know, with the likes of Isco, Joaquin's having a great season. And of course, Rocky Santa Cruz is the top goal scorer this season with 7 goals.
Now, Santa Cruz is preferred tonight, ahead of Saviola, who once cost Barcelona about 30 million euros. This is Monreal, Spanish international left-back. To Wellington. There's Demichelis, Argentinian international. Sergio Sanchez just caught below the shin guard.
It was Andres Iniesta caught him.
Tito Villanova back on the bench. He's been over to New York to see his old friend Pep Guardiola. They had a coffee in the Big Apple as Villanova was seeing an expert regarding his illness of late. The opposing dugout, Manuel Luis Pellegrini, who had a very good one season at Real Madrid. Real Madrid actually won a club record 96 points when he was in charge there, but it wasn't enough to compete with that great Barcelona team put together by Guardiola.
We all thought at the time he was very hard done by. I still do. I think he should have been given another year. Cesc gets fouled.
It was a very high line by Málaga. Last season, they tried to play Barcelona at their own game. They were beaten 4-1. Messi scored a hat-trick home and away against Málaga. Like most teams, he has an incredible record. 9 goals in 9 matches against them. Jordi Alba. Iniesta. Mascherano's in the side tonight, taking the place of Carlos Puyol. Otherwise, it's an unchanged team. Just the one alteration from last week's success against Espanyol in the Catalan derby.
Really do have an extensive squad, Rob. You think of Alexi's got a couple of goals in the Copa del Rey, and David Villa. Now they're rested.
Jordi Alba, Sanchez decided there not to waste energy. It's only going to be one winner in a sprint between those two.
He really has got an engine, hasn't he? Beep, beep.
I said Sanchez, not Gonzalez.
Yeah, I think he's close to both of those.
Here is Xavi. Fabregas going wide. I don't think we've seen Lionel Messi have a touch of the ball yet. Here he goes. On to Xavi. Slight touch, but intercepted by Monreal. Roque Santa Cruz. He's still technically a Manchester City player, isn't he?
He is indeed. He's on loan.
Loaned for the season. Last year was at Real Betis. He's done better than he did at Betis last year. He scored 5 goals. He's already managed 7. He's the top scorer for Málaga in all competitions.
He's still a good target man. He wins everything in the air, Rob. You get the service to him and give you goals. That's a good ball from Messi.
Iniesta with the step over and options, threads it through. Messi's there. Willy Caballero keeps him out. That's why he's the goalkeeper with the most impressive keeping statistics this season.
Well, he looks a bit shocked, Messi, and I agree with you, Rob. He is top man. One-on-one situations, Willy Caballero does well. It's a mistake initially from Wellington, but Willy Caballero makes up for it for the defender's mistake, his lapse. Super goalkeeping.
Well, he's the man with the golden gloves, the top of the Zamora listings.
What, he's about 8 or 9 points clear, isn't he?
Flick on by right. Well, he has conceded for Málaga this season 13. Valdez at the opposite end has conceded 19, so it's 6 goals difference between the two of them. This is the best attack in Spain against the best defence in Spain. There's Valdez, conceded 6 more than the man at the other end. Of course, Valdez has won that particular title for the last 5 years in a row, 6 times in his career.
It'll be interesting to see what of a sort of second half of the season Málaga and Barcelona have, especially with the Champions League coming up in a month.
Málaga, of course, have drawn Porto. They'll be happy with that draw. Sport, the club released the tickets this week for the Porto game. Just over 915 in fact went on sale. As we see this Messi chance again. It's not very often that the goalkeeper outfoxes him in that situation.
No, you can see he gets on it first, he takes the touch, but Willy Caballero misses with the right hand and then still claws it with the left hand. Just enough to knock it away from Messi before he can tap it in.
Sanchez's layoff is a great ball. Valdez, well, eventually decides to come and delayed his start, the Barcelona goalkeeper. Sanchez. Monreal. Anyone taking on Dani Alves. Alves is restored to the right-back position. Adriano's been taking care of that recently. Great step over from Messi. Now Fabregas. Iniesta overlaps. Xavi. Messi. A wall of defenders. He goes in via Iniesta. 2 to tango with Iniesta. Still gets the cross in. Monreal heard the call of safety from his goalkeeper, but decided to take out the no risks insurance policy.
That's good cover from Dani Alves here. But it's great stuff. It's ambient stuff, Rob. Chances, both sides going for it. Obviously, the first goal is crucial.
sellout at Rosaleda, as they tend to be these days. Willy Caballero takes it out of the air. Much wind inside the stadium. It's been a very pleasant winter's day on the Costa del Sol.
Yeah, it's good from Victor Valdez at the other end. You're right, he was a little bit late coming off his line, Rob. But he took the ball and man and everything. A bit of speculation as well as to whether he's going to sign a new contract. Speculation that he may think to try another league. Victor Valdez.
Monreal. It's a little slip from Alba. That was Joaquin in. Joaquin drives in there. Ball played back to Toulalon. He skies the ball. As Camacho then behind the shot.
Camacho. Disappointing. Lovely build-up. Good play, Joaquin. Lovely layoff. Camacho's got to get over the top of the ball and hit the target. You know, super play. Rocky Santa Cruz just lays it off in front of Ignacio Camacho, and he's got to get over the top. But an exciting start. As I say, both sides going for a good football, and this is certainly the match of the weekend.
Could be argued it's match of the year so far. It would be the first match that Barcelona are beaten. By the way, you'd get odds on that of 13-2.
They're good odds, aren't they, against the Málaga side that's played some fantastic football in the first half.
It's a team that's won 6 of the 9 games at home this season, or 10 of the 15 in all competitions.
4-1 the draw as well, the good odds.
Those odds might be blown out of the window in a moment there. Alice on the line to Isco. This amazing young talent has been kept in focus by, well, pretty much all of the top European teams. I've got to say, the games we've seen him play this season, Jerry, and I take Iniesta and Xavi into the equation, he's been the most outstanding Spanish midfield player for me.
Yes, I think the fact that he's not recognised as such.
Oh, Mascherano back to Valdez, who's having to be on his game, the keeper tonight.
That's tight. Rocky Santa Cruz was ready to poach in that one. No, I think the fact that no one knew anything about Isco in the first half of the season, and particularly in the Champions League, was to his advantage. But I think everybody's aware of the talent now.
He came on the radar back in 2011 in particular, when he scored 5 goals for the under-21s. He actually played in the final of the World Under-20s against Brazil. There's Lionel Messi. Fabregas. Iniesta. Alba sprinting outside of him, and oh, it was a footstep away from Cesc Fabregas.
What a ball. It was a nonchalant pass from Iniesta. Outside of the right foot. And he's what? A foot away. Oh, half a stride. This is dangerous. Rocky Santa Cruz was alert to the back pass, as was Victor Valdez.
Isco. There's a good chance to see how he fares against the Spanish international midfield of Busquets, Iniesta and Xavi tonight. Alisu forcing the first corner of the evening, and a PK.
Good cover from PK. Lovely ball over the top of Dani Alves. Look, he gets a yard on him. He's quick, Alisu. First touch is good, and PK outstretched leg for the corner kick. And asking questions of this Barcelona defence, Málaga, they're doing very well.
It's the most intrusive camera I've ever come across. Valdez backs off, his defenders deal with it. Xavi to Iniesta. Messi takes it dead, but he's very well marshalled there by Wellington. Messi on the prowl, little 1-2 through the legs of Camacho. Now Dani Alves. Fabregas, Iniesta.
That's good cover.
It is good defending again by Wellington.
Well, he almost give it away. Hit it straight at Pedro. There's a man who hit some form last week. Got himself a couple of goals and had 2 good goals disallowed as well.
The ball clearly hitting the arm there of Pedro. Free kick given.
But no yellow card.
This is Alisu. Surprised to check the date of birth of Alisu this week. He's just turned 30 years of age. Still got the pace though.
And the enthusiasm, that's the important one as well. He's enjoyed his football this year, but then who wouldn't with the sort of season Málaga are having?
Well, he's been here, hasn't he? Part of a complete journey. He actually signed from a second division club in Portugal back in 2007, so his 6th year at the club. Did have a spell away at Lazio and then returned.
I think the last time they beat Barcelona, though, Duda was the only player in the squad as such that was involved. Or if you want to include Saviola, he was playing for Barcelona at the time.
Alves. There's a little slip at the wrong time in the penalty area there. Actually, Victor Valdez and Xavi were playing that night as well, Jerry. And Saviola for Barcelona when they were beaten 5-1 by Málaga. Now Joaquin, the former Spanish international. The game drives inside. He used to play very much out on the wing, Joaquin, but he's given this modern roaming role.
I think it's Pellegrini, isn't he? He's getting the best out of the players. He's done wonders. Oh, great ball.
That's a tremendous ball, but Wellington has seen it. And, did it hit his arm or did it hit his chest?
I think he slid outside the box, but he used his chest to touch it away. Clever, clever goalkeeping from Willy Caballero.
Alves. Xavi lets it go. Fabregas to Alba, to Iniesta. Simplistic passing football from Barcelona. They make it look so easy. Combination of accuracy and speed. Pedro back on the score sheet in La Liga last week after 22 games without a goal. Came back with 2.
He looked a different player as well, didn't he, when he got the first one?
He did. Alves with a poor cross. Comes off the chest of Monreal.
Well, that's the pass. Here comes Willy. He's outside the area. Look, he used his legs and chest just to get the ball away.
Well, they have splashed the cash over the years. 83 million euros in summers 2010 and 2011, but Caballero was the bargain of all time. They actually signed him as an emergency keeper from lower league Elche 2 winters ago, just to warm the bench initially, and has been a sensation. Okay, Santa Cruz is taken down in full flight.
Well, you know, Elche are about 12 points clear in the second division, Rob, ready to come up this season. Which will be good. It's Isco, I say. Yeah, it's Isco.
As we see, that again quite clearly came off his knee, despite the suggestion from Pedro that it may have been handball. Alisu. Isco. 2-1 back in the team. His first La Liga start in a month. Monreal. Here is Isco. Well pass from the Spanish under-21 international. Xavi. Messi. Alba's out of the traps on that left-hand side again. Dani Alves. Hugging the touchline is Pedro. Barcelona playing with great width, trying to spread the play. Forced a mistake in this well-drilled Málaga defence. Joaquin. And he goes again. Going through the rear of Busquets.
Yeah, it's a foul. Fantastic enthusiasm for Joaquin. He's really having a great season. Showing the pace, and Busquets is clever. He gets his body in the way and forces the foul. I don't know why they keep showing us this. It hits his knee and then comes up and hits him on the chest. But it doesn't hit him on the hand, I don't think.
A decision the referee has to make in a split second.
Not an easy one, we know.
And you have to be certain.
Yep, that's a good tackle.
And the referee's assistant on this near side thinks otherwise.
That's a good tackle. He wins the ball cleanly. Just round the corner, nicks it. There it is, little toe poke. Just toe pokes it. Great piece of skill.
Didn't it?
And you can see clearly. Dani Alves has been caught out, and I think he milks it to get the free kick.
I think his reaction convinced the referee's assistant that he saw something that he didn't really see. And 20 minutes gone of a high-energy game. Barcelona, runaway leaders in La Liga. Málaga starting the game in 5th place, just behind their Andalusian rivals Real Betis. Alves.
Good play.
Excellent challenge from Toulalon. There's LSU. He's not the calmest of characters, Pellegrini, but he's down there ranting and raving at his players. He's a gentleman, educated coach. He's known as the engineer, isn't he?
He is indeed.
So where he did his studying.
A Chilean engineer.
Iniesta, little layoff. Now Fabregas. Now Barcelona begin to freewheel. Alves tries another disappointing, another lash cross. Isco. Coolly back to Willy Caballero.
Rob, he made at least 3-4 top-class saves last week in the defeat to Deportivo, but for he, they would have lost by a lot more.
We do have another excellent goalkeeper, Carlos Caneni, on the bench, who was signed in the winter transfer window last year. Hardly got looking. Another soft free kick. The referee maybe evening things out. Sanchez. Barcelona's backline very well organised and drilled. Messi. Now Iniesta. Between Camacho and Toulalon, maybe he was just clipped. Fabregas. Spare man is Alves. They're not necessarily getting everybody back behind the ball. Demi Kelly's heads away, leaving Isco just behind Rocky Santa Cruz, and Joaquin hasn't been asked to come back and defend totally either. They're not flooding defence like many opponents of Barcelona. Fabregas! Could see what they were thinking about there. Yeah. Caballero had his angles covered.
Well, if they're forcing them to shoot from long range, then that means something's working for them. It's just outside the penalty area. Looking to curl the top corner there. Cesc Doesn't hit the target, but they're playing a 4-4-1-1 formation when Barcelona's got the ball, and Joaquin is tucking in, as is LSU. But as soon as they win the ball, they're breaking forward very quickly. The pace of LSU, Joaquin, and then the target man of Rocky Santa Cruz and Isco in the hole behind him.
Sergio Sanchez to Lalonde. Joaquin, measured pass. A lovely layoff there, but Sanchez and Santa Cruz couldn't quite combine. Just a touch of panic.
Maybe a wee bit overplaying there. I thought Rocky Santa Cruz could have took it and got a shot off.
Lionel Messi leaves the ball behind. Demi Kellis strides out of defence. Oh, and then gives it away. Terrible pass to the right. The wrong man in Xavi. Fabregas. It's a real study seeing Xavi play. This is Alba. Onside. On Caballero. Excellent save to keep out Iniesta. Barcelona can just quicken that pace and turn what appears to be nothing into a goal. Now they're stretching Málaga. Alba up against Sanchez, cuts inside. Iniesta through the legs of Joaquin, and Caballero hangs on to it. It's been a tremendous performance from the Málaga keeper.
Oh, it's well-organised defence as well. Everybody doing their job. It's when they play the one-touch stuff, and that's what it was. It was a pull-back there from Cesc. First-time volley or shot from Iniesta. Good height for Willy Caballero, but great reflexes.
Last week at this point, oh, there's a terrible back pass. Caballero is left exposed. Oh my goodness, what a dreadful goal. Of all the men on the planet to give the ball to, the last you would give it to is Lionel Messi.
Yeah, but he was
Ballon d'Or.
Robert, he was watching, he was looking, he saw the shape of him, he was already on his way. And that's why you have to be so careful when he's poaching. And there's the crowd. The adoration, the bowing. Something special. 28 league goals, Rob, 37 in total this season. And just have a look. You can see the way he's shaping. Look at Messi, he's already out of the blocks. He's inside Caballero, Willy Caballero, and then tops it in with the right foot. But it's an awful back pass from Camacho.
Well, Lionel Messi scores his 37th goal of the season. He's 28th in LaLiga. None has been as great a gift as that.
They're all different though, the goals, Rob, aren't they? They're all, he doesn't score two goals the same. He'll score with his right foot, his left foot, he scores with his head, he dribbles them into the net, he shoots from long range, he takes the free kicks, they're penalties. I mean, they're all different goals, and he still creates opportunities for his teammates.
Here's Messi, seeking a quick second. Pedro, what I was about to say before that back pass was made last week at this point against Espanyol. Barcelona were already 4 goals up.
Yeah.
I was about to say that Málaga have defended well and been organised. And
you're right, Rob, they have defended well. It's one lapse, one mistake, and they're punished really cruelly for it. I think they've asked a lot of questions of Barcelona.
PK cross. Alves. But he can't give Barcelona such a lead. Murmur of discontent around the stadium. Now Fabregas allowed to run, cuts it to Iniesta. He knows to get onto his right foot. He does that. Now Fabregas! And Caballero could only stand and stare.
Well, he was petrified because he thought it was on target. It was an inch past the far post. Great run from Iniesta, coming inside, skips in 2 tackles, left foot shot from Cesc, and that is an inch past the far post. So close to the second goal.
Barcelona do particularly like playing in this stadium. They've won the last 4 games here in Málaga.
They're going for a new record, aren't they? I think it was 52 they set last season with Pep Guardiola. If they win tonight, they go 55 points. That means they've dropped 2 points in the whole season. What a good ball.
It would be the record at the turn of the season.
Well, they'll be beating their own record. There's records after records. Messi's 4th Ballon d'Or, which is a record in itself. And he's wearing his new boots, a new pair of boots to commemorate the occasion. And he starts it off with a goal.
Into gear now. Málaga have lost a little bit of that strong mentality to dust themselves down. Don't let this man off the leash again. Messi takes it all comers, comes off the midriff of Demi Kellis. Messi convinced that his fellow Argentinian had handled the ball that.
Well, he's asking the question. There's no way he's smiling, he's laughing. But I don't think the referee can't give it if he doesn't see it. And he's enjoying himself, isn't he? Playing football with a smile on his face. Well, he's only got 37 goals this season. What's he smiling about? Let's have a look from this angle. Well, I hit somebody on the leg.
He's now scored, by the way, in 9 La Liga games in a row. The record is held by Ronaldo, the other Ronaldo. Big Ron. 96-97. Big Ron, yeah. Martinez, the other player, back in the 42-43 season, scored in 10 La Liga games in a row.
Yeah, we all remember him, don't we?
Málaga have to regain the composure they started the game with. Busquets. Piqué. Just wondering about wearing gloves when it's a mild evening in Málaga. What would it be like if he had to play at Manchester United again in the cold snap in England?
I think it's just a fashion statement. They're all trying to be designer or whatever. It can't be that cold.
Iniesta to Busquets. Clever ball to Lionel Messi. Messi threads it brilliantly through to Alves. And Elisu had a swipe at the ball. And won the throw. That's another angle of the goal. Nothing at all on.
You can see Messi's already gone. He saw the shape of him. He anticipated so well. He was 5-6 yards behind the last defender. And Camacho wasn't really looking, but look at the acceleration, Rob. And then checking back inside on his right foot for a tap in.
The worst stories in the Spanish newspapers today that Camacho could be part of a buyback clause to Atletico Madrid for €5 million.
That's cheap as well.
He might be on the first plane out of here.
Yeah. No, I think that's cheap. He's a quality player. And €5 million for him, from Atletico Madrid's point of view, I think is a bargain.
They allowed him to move here a couple of winters ago for €1.5 million, but that was the buyback clause. Spanish clubs quite frequently do that. We've seen it with Real Madrid with the likes of Callejon.
Yep.
Esteban
Granero,
yeah,
well, that was the other one.
Yeah. Good to see Tito Villanova in reasonable health. He's gone. Demi Kellis. Joaquin helped it on to Sanchez. Sanchez to Demi Kellis. Lovely lay off to Joaquin. To Lalonde. Santa Cruz. It's go. And Piqué, the ball sticks at his feet and he finds an escape route through Busquets.
Again, I think sometimes they overplay Málaga. You know, someone's just got to take the ball by the horns and have a strike at goal. And he is clipped, there's no doubt about it. It's to Lalonde.
They've had their moments, Malaga.
Yeah. But you need to be more decisive in front of goal, though.
Here's Lionel Messi. Excellent stop by Wellington. Demi Kellis joins in. That's Sanchez that took a slice of Messi. Now offers the apology. He wants his shirt out of the game. Toulon. Monreal. Elisu. Santa Cruz takes the position in the centre. Isco's just on the edge of the area. That's what it was aimed for.
No,
a very loud penalty appeal.
Well, he's gone to ground. That's the first thing. He's gone to ground, and the ball was cut back. Oh, he's looking for Messi. It was always in behind Wellington. The referee was really closely placed. He shook his head and said no. We'll get a look at that in a moment, hopefully.
It didn't help the referees that the assistant was on the far side. He didn't have any help, but it was a very loud call from the fans in the bottom left-hand corner.
A little bit partisan here. Now let's have a look-see. Well, that's definitely a free kick. I'd like to see the incident with the handball again. Here it is. He goes to ground. Well, that hits his hip. It doesn't even hit his arm. That hits his hip. And I think that's clutching at straws. He's so close as well, Rob. You can see he's going to block what he feels is the cross is going to be played in front of him.
Didn't quite lay a glove on it, did he?
Yeah.
This is where Malaga may have a slight height advantage. Santa Cruz, Wellington, Demi Kellis, Sanchez, the tallest players in there. That's always a free header, but just helped into the waiting gloves of Valdez.
I think it was Rocky Santa Cruz. I know Demi Kellis was in front of one of the two and got a little touch on it, but it was good positional play, as you said, Rob, from Victor Valdez. And the attack is still on for Malaga.
There's his Elisu. Bustled fairly off the ball by Dani Alves. Nice turn from Pedro. Through the legs. Too long, but he makes no ground. Now Isco again. Can he start to orchestrate things? He'll want to show that he maybe is the heir apparent in the Spanish midfield to Xavi and Iniesta. Monreal. Well pass. Xavi. Jordi Alba. Reminder, our Monday offering is Getafe against Granada. 7 o'clock kickoff on Sky Sports 1 HD. And then Tuesday, we'll start our Copa del Rey coverage. Real Madrid against Valencia, 7 o'clock kickoff on Sky Sports 1 HD. And then on Wednesday, first of all, Zaragoza against Sevilla. Programme starts at 6:25, followed by Barca against Malaga again, this time in the Cup, 8:30 start. All of the action there on Sky Sports 1 HD. Alves. Well, these two clubs face each other in the quarter-finals of the Copa del Rey. In the same frame of the competition as Valencia and Real Madrid.
So they're going to face each other, what, 3 times in 10 days?
Yep. That's a terrible ball. Santa Cruz. Isco. Santa Cruz fighting to keep his feet. Hasn't been given an awful lot of service so far tonight.
Well, they're going to keep showing it. You can see it hits his backside,
hits his rear, doesn't it?
Hits his backside, his hip there. Comes off him.
They're trying to find one angle which suggests it may have hit his arm. You can see why they appealed at real speed.
Yeah, but Rob,
if they're wearing Malaga tinted glasses.
They've watched the replay 6-7 times and they can't show anything conclusive. The referee's got a split second to make a decision. He was, what, 10 yards away?
Iniesta. Jordi Alba. Xavi rise the challenges. He was caught by the first one, and the referee just waited to see if any advantage was gained. It's taken quickly. It's Fabregas. He's had a number of shots from great distance. None of them really notable tonight.
Well, that's the header. It's Rocky Santa Cruz, and again, it was good position of play. For the goalkeeper, Victor Valdez, had it covered all the way.
His half boots will travel, Rocky Santa Cruz, isn't he? Came from the Bundesliga to Blackburn, did very well in that 2007-2008 season when he scored 23 goals. Moved on to Manchester City for £17.5 million.
I watched him as an 18-year-old in the Toulon tournament, Rob, and he was something special.
That'll be 13 years ago then, Jerry.
It was.
Now 31. Pellegrini hoping his team can nick a goal back before half-time. Monreal. Isco. David Kellis to Sanchez. David Kellis is the only available player. That's the difference, isn't it? Barcelona makes safe passes to feet. Málaga have not been quite so accurate, and when they reach the final third, they give the ball away very freely.
Yeah, that's a problem, you're right.
Messi. Now Rocky Santa Cruz. Joaquin to his right. Right inside Jordi Alba. Santa Cruz. Brilliant defending. It's Busquets who's gone through a lot of work tonight as the anchor man in midfield. Isco. Monreal. Nice ball by Isco. Monreal looking. Valdez goes to ground, hangs on at the second attempt.
It's a decent ball in though from Monreal. You can see what he's trying to do. And Rocky Santa Cruz was coming from the far post into the near post, looking to get a little touch on it. Only 62% possession for Barcelona.
Only 62.
Well, that's good. I'll tell you, normally they're 70-80% possession, home and away. And it shows you Málaga have tried to play them at their own game. And it's one mistake at the back, and it's cost them big time. But there's still maybe time to get a second before half-time. That's Dani Alves.
Because remember, this season in La Liga, Barcelona have played 9 and won every single game on their travels. This is Iniesta. Actually scored 32 goals away from home, or 33 goals now away from home, which is more than Málaga have managed home and away. Freedom of the penalty effort to Xavi. To Messi. He's offside.
I ain't sure about Xavi. When the cross is made, Xavi maybe is onside. Messi was.
But once he brings Messi into play, then he's active. But he's off.
So if Xavi controls it and sticks it in the net, it would have counted.
Yep, well, if Xavi had controlled it and not passed the buck, he would have been 2-0.
See these second phases of play, Rob, and first phases of play, it's getting very complicated.
To be like me, Jerry, went on a 6-week referee's course, you know that, to learn it all. Joaquin, this is a great run. Half stopped by Pedro. Players slipping and sliding everywhere. Now they take a gamble then, threw a lot of players forward, and they're not coming back quite as quickly. Good ball. Messi's through the middle. David Kellis has him in his sights. Excellent tackle. Danger doesn't go away though. It's Iniesta spots the run of Busquets and Monreal. Nonchalantly dips away from the ball.
Tito applauds it. Messi celebrates the goal.
Now, last year he got to his 40th goal early in February, so he's slightly ahead of last year's incredible schedule when he scored 73 goals, should I say, in the 60 matches that he played for Barcelona.
Yeah, and well, it was 91 in total for the calendar year.
Davy Kellis. He's now scored 28 in La Liga. It's the same number that the whole Malaga team have scored in La Liga this season. Joaquin.
Oh, he's done brilliant. Too many players, one too many.
Referee blows the whistle. It's not a free kick. It's half-time in a very keenly contested game. It's not been easy for Barcelona. In fact, the difference between the teams was a gifted goal when Camacho laid it on a plate to Lionel Messi, who certainly never in this lifetime was going to miss that chance. Messi scores his 37th goal of the season. It's the difference between the sides at half-time. And just a slender difference between the sides in the first half. That gifted Lionel Messi goal. I'd imagine that Pellegrini was desperate to get the players in at half-time, to enthuse them, to motivate them, to build up their confidence against this all-conquering Barcelona team.
They didn't do bad, Rob. He'd be happy with a lot of the play. He'd be disappointed with a mistake that cost him the goal, but by and large he'd be happy that they passed the ball well and they've caused a few problems. I just feel they need to be a little bit more decisive in front of goal, maybe not overplay. Take the chance when it presents itself.
It's been good clean fun so far. We haven't had a single yellow card. Might be close now. We'll do that right on cue. It's all been sporting. A big argument whether Xavi there should have been allowed an assist for what did look like a Lionel Messi goal. I was mentioned before, I did go on the referee's course. Sat there for 6 weeks and came out none the wiser. Passed with 98%. And I think, as Guillaume was saying, technically that goal really, in the current interpretation of things, should have stood. Now, clearly Messi was offside when the initial ball was played.
But then is he offside in the second phase? That's the...
We're going round in circles now. As Wellington heads the ball out. Where does the first phase end and the second phase begin?
Exactly. So it's done the interpretation, is it?
It is. There's a ball from Messi, firing it lovely back heel, Iniesta and on the blind side. And that's offside.
That must have been tight. A clever little back heel. Oh.
Yes, he was, wasn't he? Quite clearly his left arm and his left boot of Iniesta.
That's not clear.
It is.
It's a tight one. You're looking at a foot, maybe a foot offside. These decisions are getting so tight every week, and the passing and the speed of the passing is so difficult for the officials.
Here's Isco, the golden boy in the Ballon d'Or awards, courted by so many top clubs. The first player to score a Champions League goal for Málaga. A good ball, Isco right across the face of the Barcelona defence, and that will be a free kick in a potentially dangerous position.
It's good refereeing from Delgado Ferrero, because he's looked to see if there was an advantage. He knew he was fouled there as he played the ball by Fabregas. There was no advantage for Joaquin, so free kick.
Well, it would maybe suit the left foot of LSU here.
Yeah. I think it favours the left footer rather than the right foot of Joaquin.
There's a slight breeze inside the stadium. Valdez has gone for a four-man wall. Messi will try to curl it over the top of the wall. He tries to go through it, comes to Joaquin. The wall does a doubly brilliant job.
Of course, the faithful here at La Rosaleda are calling for handball. Let's see. Well, hit him right in the midriff, the first one, then the volley from Joaquin. Well, hit him in the back.
And the first one certainly wasn't his hands. Fabregas. Alba. Busquets.
Good feet, hasn't he? Sergio Busquets changes direction, forces the foul from Isco.
Interesting, you know. I was reading that Isco apparently is named his dog Messi. That's reported in a Spanish magazine.
I hope it's a pedigree.
But his little runs around, and they can't get the ball off it.
Oh, it's good pressing from LSU.
That's good, strong tackle. At the start of the second half, as they started the first, trying to keep possession and deny Barcelona.
Great ball.
That's a great ball. Fabregas, will it be this time? Oh, 2-0. Perfect, precise football.
What a pass, Rob, from Lionel Messi. What a pass. Outside of the left foot, nonchalant, but perfection. The weight and the angle of the pass and the run from Cesc Fabregas was sublime. Well, there's the pressing from LSU, but they retain possession. Barcelona, Messi exchanges passes, and then have a look. Outside of the right foot, or the left foot, bang, over the top. Just playing off the shoulder of Di Michelis. And that is brilliant. And then Cesc, well, he just passes it with the outside of his foot in off the inside of the right-hand post. And that's a 2-goal cushion they would have wanted.
They're like world-class pickpockets. They distract you. The next thing you know, all of your valuables have gone.
No, you're right. Pickpockets is the right name. There's certainly a few Fagans on this pitch.
2-0. Is that the game dead? 5 minutes into the second half. It's an almighty ass now of Málaga. Barcelona don't ever throw leads away. They've been scoring freely recently. 4 against Espanyol, 3 against Valladolid, 4 against Atletico. Only Real Betis managed to keep them down to 2 before that 5 Bilbao, 4 Levante, 3 Zaragoza, 4 Mallorca. They've managed at least 3 goals in 10 of the last 11 games.
Amazing. And you can see, look at
this for perfection.
See in the middle there, I think it's Wellington who's slightly deeper than Di Michelis. I thought he was level with Di Michelis, but Wellington was deeper. And it's a super pass. And a great goal from Cesc, and the timing of the run is different class. But then we talk about this Barcelona team, they are different class, Ron. They are.
Interesting. Listen to Santi Solari before the game and saying that maybe they feel there's a point to prove, that it isn't just a monster created by Pep Guardiola. They've always said it's more than a football club, and I'm sure they also feel it's more than one man as well.
Well, I think they're better this year than any other year. I think they've improved since Pep's gone. I think Tito Villanova, well, the fact that they're ready to get 55 points, 3 points more than they got last season, which was a record. They've set a new record. I think he's got a little bit more out of them, and that's without the goals of Pedro and Alexis Sanchez. Monreal and Pedro exchanging words, I think. Or was it Wellington? It was Wellington. He's come out, he's come straight in the back of him.
Mascherano's Iniesta. Jordi Alba. It's a great point you made here. Last year under Guardiola, he did tinker with the team. He tried to be clever at times and play a back 3, and then you could never second-guess his team. It's been much more settled and less complicated under the management of Villanova.
Well, I'm actually going to say something else. I'll tell you now, I think Adriano is better at right-back than Dani Alves. I think in the games I've saw Adriano this season, he's looked better than Dani Alves. Dani Alves' final ball isn't as good as Adriano's, and he certainly hasn't scored the goals that Adriano's got this year.
Here's Iniesta. Villanova already set records for a start to the season. As Fabregas goes down. Leapt upon by Camacho, and the referee's patience has finally worn thin, and the first yellow card of the evening is shown.
Skips past one challenge, but Camacho will not let him get away. Lovely tight play, but the skills that these guys have got are superb. And that's the only way you're going to stop them sometimes, by fouling them.
Formation of the card to Nacho Camacho. Pedro heads it down. Messi working with intent. Sanchez to Joaquin. To Lalong. Wellington to Monreal. He's facing back-to-back defeats for the first time this season. Xavi, too much purchase on the pass. They have been living the dream, of course. Last year they had their best ever finish, 4th place.
That's great skills for a big man, isn't it?
Yes, Busquets.
Oh, quick feet, lovely balance.
The Málaga dream has turned into a bit of a nightmare this year. They've done brilliant in the Champions League, but problems with payments to the tax authorities, other clubs, indeed their own players, and of course led to this sanction from UEFA. They've been told that they're going to be kicked out of Europe. This is Lionel Messi, 2 to tango with, waiting for support. That support may just be a distraction. He takes an all-comers, Lionel Messi. Xavi, a 3rd goal would undoubtedly be a killer goal.
Málaga got back very quickly. The 2 defenders held Messi up enough time to get the rest of them back, and they're back in numbers now. And Barcelona playing the patient game.
The whistles from the Málaga supporters, but the onus is on their players to go and win the ball back from Barcelona. They're putting on a fine show for the sellout crowd. Lionel Messi never disappoints. Busquets. Xavi, a wonderful wide vision. And on the wing, he sees Dani Alves. Pedro. Xavi. Just over 10 minutes gone in the second half. It's another Barcelona masterclass against Málaga.
There's that fabulous pass from Messi to release Cesc Fabregas for the 2nd goal.
It was a touch of genius from Messi, a touch of class from Cesc Fabregas. Response from Málaga. Joaquin lets it go. Sanchez, literally in a fight with Jordi Alba. The wee man wins it.
See, I think he's a better left back than Marcelo. He would be in my dream team. Jordi Alba.
I was finding it hard to argue against it being an exclusive all-LaLiga team. Ballon d'Or awards this week.
You'd have Van Persie in, wouldn't you?
You'd have Van Persie. I think maybe a place for Gareth Bale, or maybe Leighton Baines at left back as well.
Well, Chelsea won the Champions League last year. Ashley Cole's a good shout as well. I'd have put him in front of Marcelo.
I might have played Van Persie at left back, actually. Best way to get it. The only place I could see the weakness in the judges' team. From Alba on the Joaquin. The problem for Málaga is they don't really have a great deal of strength in depth. They do have Saviola, the old Barcelona centre-forward and Argentinian international, on the bench.
Look at this.
Away goes Messi again, and he was just caught by Camacho. Fabregas. Does he find a gap? No. Little Messi thought he had a point there. He felt that Camacho had intentionally clipped him, and Camacho, of course, has just been booked. Yeah. And there's an almighty apology from Camacho afterwards, so I think thought he may have been facing a second yellow. So it was Santa Cruz there, and then Camacho.
He just clips his heels.
He did clip him, didn't he?
Yeah. Just clips his heels, and that's what put him off balance. And he smiles because he knows Camacho's right. You're right, Rob.
I think there's a little gracious there from Camacho for not going down and making a song and dance of it. Yeah. Now Joaquin up against Piqué, threads it through. A boot stuck in the way by Dani Alves. Can smile now.
Well, the pass was half decent. Dani Alves is in full stretch and has to put the toe poke out to prevent the Gondi LSU.
A rare test for the Barcelona defence. It's a little Camacho, sorry, Mascherano got his head on the ball. He's it. Skying to the supporters behind the goal. Big expat presence at Málaga. English supporters club, Scandinavian supporters club.
And let's not forget the Irish fans that are over. There's at least 9 I know are over from Portadown.
That's right.
We sorted tickets out for them a couple of weeks ago.
Valdez. How much were the tickets?
I think they were around 65, 70 euros, something like that.
Well, so cheaper than going to see Arsenal Manchester City then. It's about, what, £45, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fabregas. Now Messi. Lovely ball. Messi again takes it brilliantly. Oh, it took two to stop him. That was a great tackle. They injured each other in their desperate attempt to prevent him from advancing.
The little body swerve to let the ball go past the defender, first of all, Rob, and then Sergio Sanchez does miracles to get across. Have a look at the pass here, and then there's the body movement through the legs of Di Michelis. But Sergio Sanchez, great intervention from the fullback.
Easy header for Camacho. Not been able to bring the likes of LSU into the game in the second half. Málaga, they started off controlling the game. Pellegrini hoping that a change might alter things. LSU is indeed the player to be sacrificed, and Buenanotte will be his replacement. He had a good midweek. He scored 2 goals in the Copa del Rey against Eibar.
He did. He's never scored 2 goals before. There's speculation he could be going to Italy, to Palermo. And that would certainly help his case. 2 goals midweek. But they need a goal now, Rob. 2 goals down. They need a goal to spark them and give them half a chance. But Barcelona look like scoring a third. That's the problem. That's a great ball.
Here's Wellington. Just looking at Buenanotte. He's the same age and the same height, and from the same country as Lionel Messi.
He might even be smaller. We're talking that the other day. I think he's maybe half an inch smaller than Messi.
I think officially he's at 5'3½". Mascherano. Buenanotte in a crumpled heap. This is a low centre of gravity, and he gets into the thrust of things, listening to the coach's instructions. Mascherano's had to be patient. He's lost his place to Carlos Puyol in the first team recently. It's only his 3rd start in the last 7 games. Joaquin teases the ball. Disappointing free kick. He's got Sanchez. A little flick on. Half-hearted appeal for a penalty from Camacho. Isco lets it go. Iniesta's on it. And this is where Barcelona are so dangerous. Breakneck speed, turning defence into offence. Good look who leads the attack as well as the centre-half, Piqué. And if it goes, it'll be a corner that's prevented by Wellington. Another Oh, does a horrible tackle.
Not one of Cesc Fabregas' best tackles, I have to say, in too long. He throws everything in there.
The pitch side camera caught the crunch of Fabregas, boot to boot, leather to leather. And he knew what was coming. Flash of yellow.
Yeah, he's just gone through and caught a standing leg. Very clumsy from Cesc. A little bit theatrical there, wasn't it, from Camacho? I didn't feel there was any contact at all, Rob. But then when you're 2-0 down at home to Barcelona with 25 minutes left in the clock, I think they'll try anything.
Well, Málaga in the Copa del Rey this week did score 4 goals in the final 60 minutes. Well, that was Eibar, and this is Barcelona.
Oh, how did he get out of that?
Iniesta. Alba. Iniesta continues the run. This comes a long way back. That means there's a gap to exploit in the centre of the defence. Over the top, right across from Jordi Alba. But the others couldn't keep up with him. It's retrieved by Alves. Pedro. Xavi. Alves onside. And Cup anticipating the cross. Wellington only half clears. Iniesta again. Somehow comes away with the ball, but it's Joaquin. Buenanotte.
What a tackle.
That was a perfect tackle. There's absolutely no room for error there.
That was a fantastic tackle. He took ball first and caught the man in the follow through, but Buenanotte's not happy with it.
Alves with a cross and over the head of Lionel Messi.
That's some tackle. You can see clearly he caught the ball. It's almost like a magnet with Andres Iniesta's foot. And Jordi Alba, great run, cuts it across the 6-yard box, nobody there.
It was close to perfection, the tackle from Mascherano.
How hard does he get through that? Just unbelievable.
Tiptoes through the minefield. Joaquin. Santa Cruz, I think, is running out of steam. It may not be too long before Santa Cruz is replaced by Saviola. He's actually come on 11 times this season. Santa Cruz is only his 5th start in LaLiga. Generally, he's employed as the impact player. Demi Kellis. Isco, good feet. Not quite the cute pass that he wanted to Monreal. Alves to Messi. Caught in possession, Lionel Messi, but look at him go running to retrieve the ball for Barcelona.
Great anticipation.
Speed of play in that midfield is sensational. Even the Málaga fans gawp in admiration. Seen nothing like it. It's like the circus has come to town. The ringmaster may have changed this season, and it's slightly improved the show. Iniesta. Busquets. Safe ball is Alves. It's a poor pass now. Joaquin. Buenanotte caught by Busquets. The referee waited for an advantage, which didn't happen, and then the inevitable caution for Sergio Busquets.
Well, it looks deliberate to me. I think it looks deliberate. The ball's nowhere near him. I think he deserves the yellow card for that one. But this is like watching the Harlem Globetrotters, isn't it? There's Medlock wearing number 10. Toulon is exiting.
He's replaced by Manuel Iturra, the Chilean international, has been holding on to that defensive midfield position for the last month or so. Fresh legs called for. I don't know if that's just a damage limitation exercise from Pellegrini. Oh, there's motors down that far side. Monreal has taken a nasty blow to the head. Completely unintentional.
Well, he's committed, Monreal. He comes across and wins the ball. I think Dani Alves is trying to straddle him, jump over the top, and he's caught him on the head. That's all.
Yeah, it was the trailing foot, wasn't it?
Yeah, dragon leg.
Always the more painful when you haven't steeled yourself for it.
That looks an accident to me, Rob. I think the referee feels the same.
Iturra. Buonanotte. Sanchez. There's another foul there. The referee waves his arms. Wills Málaga to keep the ball rolling. It's had a good game tonight, Senor Delgado Ferrero. Just the one point of debate on the brink of half-time when he disallowed a goal for Barcelona. Iturra. Monreal. A little phase of play this for Málaga. He's gone. Sanchez, it's a poor pass from let's go by his exceptional standards. It is like watching the Harlem Globetrotters warm up, isn't it, when they play against some hapless high school team. I'm sure I read recently, Jerry, that Tim Howard is playing as a guest for the Harlem Globetrotters these days.
Didn't know he played basketball, did you?
He's American.
Yeah.
Pedro. We get the impression that Barcelona have just played slightly within themselves as well. Maybe keeping something for the second meeting between these sides in the space of 4 days. Wednesday night.
I think the fact that they got the second goal so soon, just after half-time, Rob, that was the key to it for me. Mascherano just almost caught out there in possession and gets away with it. But I think that's basically it. They got the second goal really early on and they've been able to play comfortably within themselves. I agree. But if the third chance comes along, they'll take it.
To the final 20 minutes. Fabregas. Was that an attempt to clip Willie there? It was just a pan cross which had an element of luck attached to it.
There's a pass from Xavi. I think he was going for a goal, Rob.
Really?
I think he was. He's opened his body up, you can see. And Willie Caballero gets a touch on it.
It's a fine waft from the keeper, Caballero.
Thiago, ready to come on in place of Cesc Fabregas. Another goal for Cesc. He's got 8 goals this season. It's not bad, Rob. 6 in the league and 2 in the cup. He's had a good game. And that was a great goal he scored.
Job well done. His replacement, another Spanish international, Thiago Alcantara, already got 3 caps for Spain at the age of 21. Did score in the Copa del Rey in midweek against Cordoba.
Good ball.
Joaquin. Sanchez. There's Thiago, part of the next generation of Barcelona players to come through. Isco. Buonanotte. I think his best hope there was somebody catching him in full flight. But excellent, level-headed defending from Barcelona.
Well, not only does Mascherano win the challenge, but then he comes out and keeps possession as well. Starts off another attack.
Just looking at the fixtures this season, Jerry, Barcelona, I'm right in saying, haven't had back-to-back clean sheets so far in La Liga. Well, maybe they're aim tonight. They had a shutout last week against Espanyol. You're going to check that for me now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Thank you. Here's Isco to Joaquin. Joaquin right across the penalty area. Dani Alves brings it out of defence. Excuse the silence, Jerry's checking these statistics for me. In La Liga, Jerry.
In La Liga, yeah. I can't see where they've had back-to-back clean sheets. They haven't. You're absolutely spot on, Rob. Oh, that's a body check and a half.
He's floored.
He has floored the little man. Is it Di Michelis?
It is. No respect from his fellow Argentinian international.
He's saying, I've trained with you before, I know how to deal with you.
He must have made some noise in the room next door on some kind of road trip. Not that Di Michelis is part of the Spanish national team plans anymore. Hasn't been active for his country for the last 18 months. Pedro, Thiago, Xavi with time and space. Iniesta in attendance. Alba, brilliant run from Alba. Now Alves. Messi lets it go. Such a well-choreographed team, Barcelona. When Alba made the run then, I don't think there was a call. I don't think he even looked. He just knew that he'd be there. He's gone. Everywhere he goes, he runs into a player in the Ballon d'Or team of the year. Here's Iniesta, threads it through, and Wellington had to take evasive action.
Well, he's done the right thing. If in doubt, just get it out. And great run, a penetrating run from Andres Iniesta. And I think it just takes a touch off Di Michelis, otherwise it would have been a perfect pass. Caught the knee, Di Michelis, and Wellington just hoofs it away.
A little voice in my ear, Jerry, tells me it was March that Barcelona had last back-to-back clean sheets in La Liga. Free-header for Di Michelis.
That was last season then.
Last season, yeah. 10 months ago. Pedro. Catch me if you can, he says to Isco. Now Messi. He has been pretty well contained by Málaga tonight, apart from that one disastrous back pass in the first half.
Yeah, but he's been well contained, and he scored a goal and made a goal.
And set up one, yeah.
And the keeper's made a great one-on-one save for him in the first 15 minutes.
Change about to be made. And just a reminder that Monday night we have Getafe against Granada on Sky Sports 1 HD. Tuesday the Copa del Rey coverage starts. Real Madrid Valencia 7 o'clock. And on Wednesday, double header starting with Zaragoza against Sevilla. That's a 6:30 kickoff. And then, well, rerun of this game. Barcelona Malaga in the quarterfinals. 8:30 start on Sky Sports 1 HD. I was going to say the travelling Barcelona fans, but in truth, they're probably from this part of the world. There's a massive Real Madrid support down on the Costa del Sol. Pedro's off, and Alexis Sanchez is his replacement.
Well, I've news for you. Barcelona have fans worldwide. Who wouldn't want to watch that brand of football?
There'll be a lot watching in Chile now. Alexis Sanchez, 51 caps for country of his origin. Still a chance for Málaga if they can steal a goal. Buenanotte. Oh, he was going for glory. And Isco had freedom on that left-hand side.
Yeah.
He rushed it.
It was on to pass it to him as well. Busquets caught in possession, trying to be clever. Loses the ball, and I think he's doing a poor me, looking for the sympathy vote, which he's not going to get. tallest man on the
He
pitch.
looks in every single game, doesn't he?
He doesn't catch him in the mouth either. That's the crazy thing. But he goes down anyway.
When it comes to tackling, he's there with Souness and Chopper Harris and people like that. But they never took a dive like that or went down holding their face.
I never. He was Pep Guardiola 3-4 years ago said he was a street fighter. I wouldn't. He wouldn't last in the street I lived in, I'll tell you now. Goes down far too easy.
It's PK to Lionel Messi. Xavi to Iniesta. Back to Xavi. There's a goal looming here. Lionel Messi refuses to give it the chase. 4 or 5 of them follow him. He's like the Pied Piper. Iniesta flips it in. Wellington helps it on. Danger hasn't gone away. An air shot from Lionel Messi. Not that one in your calendar.
Well, he went to take it on the half volley, and it was a half a chance.
Xavi. Messi. Xavi. Thiago lets it go to Iniesta. At the moment, Málaga are chasing the shadows cast by the floodlights. Iniesta's shot. Offside, Xavi, surely.
Yep. Has to be.
No confusion about the phases of play on that occasion.
Well, there's 2 of them offside. Alexis and Xavi both offside. Well, I don't know. Why would Camacho hold his head? Why would he hold his head when he puts his hand on the top of it?
The Malaga fans remain in defiant mood. It's a big protest for the game. 1,000 fans let it be known that they are very unhappy with the UEFA ruling that the club could be out of European competition for 4 years if debts aren't settled. It's a news story in this part of the world which will linger on. They're hoping that an appeal is going to be won and they could qualify yet again for the Champions League next season, Malaga.
Well, Wellington just went straight through the back of Alexis Sanchez and did exactly the same the first half against Pedro. What is that all about?
Thiago.
Oh, what a goal.
Brilliant. He comes from the fringes and he scores the 3rd goal.
Well, you're talking about the new generation, Rob. Another one off the conveyor belt. Lovely skills. 1-2. Finish was just top drawer. Absolute top drawer.
Well, all 3 goals tonight from Barcelona have had that element of surprise. They've come from nothing. It appeared to be a throw-in. No danger here. Thiago gets it. Nobody closes him down. Step over. 1-2. Bang. 3-0. Game over. Barcelona, at the midway point of the season, are going to be on 55 points, a record.
It's quality goal. All the goals are quality, but it doesn't matter who's on the park. Well, they've got so much talent. You know, we haven't talked too much about Cuenca this season. Telio's been out injured. He's on the bench tonight. Another one who's going to score goals. He's got great pace. As we see Portillo off the bench. Get a little bit of experience on for Joaquin.
Pellegrini will recognise that the war is lost. Turns on Francisco Portillo. So there's some vital experience. Another one of the youngsters at the club. Well, what did Barcelona do here? Do they declare 3 goals? Or they try and really down the confidence of Malaga, bearing in mind they meet again in midweek in the Copa del Rey quarter-finals? There's Thiago. I think he may be starting that game. Lovely take.
Do you think it's going to make an awful lot of difference? I mean, the quality is going to be fresh for a start. And points to prove. I wonder, will he give a chance to Adriano and Telio and Song and Co?
Puyol.
Yeah.
when you mention those names, it doesn't exactly weaken them, does it? He could bring in Song, Adriano, David Villa. Thiago's probably going to start. Teo.
He's got a slight thigh strain, David Villa. He may or may not be fit for the Copa del Rey. But he's the second top goal scorer at the club.
Alexis will start. There's half a dozen changes and half a dozen names we've made. Names we've mentioned there, which doesn't at all weaken the team.
Not at all.
Just peppers it a bit, freshens it up. I would imagine that Málaga will put out pretty much the same 11. Maybe Saviola will play, maybe Iturra will be the fresher legs in midfield for too long, but Pellegrini does not have that luxury. He has a very stretched squad. Under new management, I say it's the new improved Barcelona.
I would say the same. I've said it earlier, Rob. I think they're better this season. The points certainly prove it.
I'll tell you what, Balaguer's been touring England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales in his caravan.
He has.
And he's had a fantastic response to his book on Pep Guardiola. If I was him, I'd start drafting one now on Tito Villanova. Could be just as big a bestseller.
I think we'll wait till they've won a few things first. A few trophies in the cabinet under that man.
Well, we January, 4 months.
4 months' time, yeah. They're still on for the treble.
They are, which of course is something that Pep Guardiola managed to claim in his first season in charge back in 2009. Last year they slipped second place. This year's a little bit like Manchester United. There's an incredible resolve. Malaga stand in their way in the next round of the Spanish FA Cup, the Copa del Rey, AC Milan, when it comes to the Champions League. There's Lionel Messi, who scored 91 goals in the last calendar year. He started off 2013 in ravenous form. Cruz. It's in Monreal. Iturra. It's the 20th time, Jerry, this season that Barcelona have managed to score at least 3 goals in a game. It's in their 31st match of the season, so there's only 11 games out of the 31 that they've failed to score 3 goals.
Well, I'm not surprised. They are a very, very special side. It's the appetite they have, though, every week, Rob. And that's brilliant from the coach's point of view, that they can maintain the appetite to want to keep playing and working as hard.
He's gone. He's caught, clipped by Mascherano. Buonanotte was fouled. Now, this is a very promising position. Mascherano couldn't help himself, but he saw the ball, had to go for it, and he did.
He's taking a standing leg. It is a foul.
Went through him.
It is. It's definitely a foul.
No need to either. Now, can they block the defensive copybook?
Isco can take a free kick. I think Buonanotte standing over the top of it, but
there's this battle between the opposing goalkeepers, because Valdez has conceded 19 this season. And at the opposite end, the 3 conceders, United has conceded 16. So Willie is still top of the Golden Gloves.
I think it's on for the right footer, is it? Depends where the goalkeeper goes.
Well, I don't think Valdez has a view of this at all. Is it one that goes under the wall, Jerry?
I think they're going to go over the top around it.
It's Buonanotte.
What a goal.
It's a beautiful goal. Lionel Messi isn't the only diminutive Argentinian who has lit up the Rosalada this evening. And notably, Barcelona don't keep back-to-back shutouts in La Liga. Again.
Super strike, up and over the wall, good technique. What can you say? He knows exactly what he wants to do, and he does it perfectly. And give him credit, Buonanotte. He's come off the bench, he scored a fabulous free kick. Nothing Victor Valdez can do there.
Well, his third goal in a week, his third goal in 2 matches after 2 in the Copa del Rey, one against Barcelona tonight.
I like the look of that again, the free kick in the wall. There's 3 blue and white shirts that it goes over the top of, and there's no Barcelona players behind it. If they just split open, you know, you should have defenders in behind them, shouldn't you? It just doesn't look right, the wall, to me.
Buonanotte, by the way, has now outscored Lionel Messi this calendar year. He's scored 3, Messi's only scored 2 since the turn of the year.
I know who my money will be on by the end of the season.
What about by the end of the game? Here is Lionel Messi. Final seconds trickle away. Some respectability for Málaga, and a reward for a lot of hard work. No doubt about it. They've been outclassed, outpassed by Barcelona. No disgrace either for Barcelona. They've had this freshness and the enthusiasm they've had all season, but the winter break that they had has allowed them to come back fitter. All the bumps and bruises have gone.
Well, there's no doubt that the break makes a huge difference to the players and their families as well. It's good to get with the family and spend a bit of time instead of on the road all the time. You know, these players, Barcelona, are playing Champions League midweek and Copa del Rey midweek and every weekend, so there's a lot of pressure on them.
We did jokingly say it was like a circus, didn't we, Barcelona? But at times I'm sure the players feel it that way. On the travels, sleeping in hotels. Plays in the English Premier League, of course. It is hearts and minds and legs. Hearts pumping week in, week out. Minds don't really get a rest, but Barcelona in fact allowed that with a good 10-day break over the festive period. Diversion this week to allow most of the players to head to the Ballon d'Or awards. To poor Lionel Messi as he picked up his 4th trophy. Only flaw with Lionel Messi is his fashion sense. Now they're going for a 4th goal. It's Alexis, takes the long way and doesn't quite finish it off.
He didn't need to go round him for me, Rob. I'm not being funny.
Perfect pass.
It is.
Away
He's got loads of pace.
Kellis.
Loads of pace.
Yeah, he was caught thinking.
Doesn't need to. I don't think he needs to. He don't knows.
Well, so it remains at 3-1. And at the turning point of the season, Barcelona are way ahead. 55 points. Nobody's catching them, surely, even though we still have 19 games of the season to go. 3-1, they beat Málaga.